You're listening to 102.7 and 103.5 WICY Feel Good Tunes of the 80s and more. Right now, inside the community with Dr. Todd Whitman at Alice Hyde Medical Center. It's been tough for a lot of people the last 3 months, Todd, but I think for those who stayed positive, I think you and I were two of them. It's been looking pretty good lately.
Well, it really has, John. I think we're moving in the right direction. We're testing now 600 to 700 people a week at Alice Hyde Medical Center, and I just looked back at the data for the last couple of weeks, and we've had 0 positives come out of the testing that we've done. So we're really pleased with those numbers and looking forward to continued improvement and to get the community back out as soon as it's safe.
Sure. Patient feedback, it's important to let our community know that they're not alone when they have questions or concerns about safety. How are you protecting contact from other patients?
I think that's a great question, John. We've had, a bit of a roller coaster for patients in terms of us telling them, please, stay home and protect yourself. And at the same time, we've asked them to come back and, get medical care when they need it. And I think now more than ever, we need to be reassuring patients that it's safe to come to the hospital. We're doing lots of different things to try and protect them in all aspects, both in the inpatient setting, in our clinics, in the lab, and in our radiology department. So, across the campus, we've got models instituted that will really keep people separate. So lots of patients have been wondering, how are we going to protect them from other patients? And, we keep all patients 6 feet apart. Our waiting rooms are, very much limited in their use. I'm here at the cancer center today, and when I walked in, there's 3 chairs in our waiting room where there's usually probably 12.
Right.
So lots of things like that. Patients are also wondering, how often do we clean things? Are we really keeping things sanitary? And, the hospital is going above and beyond to make sure that things are cleaned after every patient use and that we're not exposing people to risk in that way. Other patients are concerned. As you know, there's a state mandate that all patients receiving any procedure in New York State have to have COVID testing ahead of time. And we've actually had a fair number of people cancel exams or tests because they don't want to be tested. I understand the desire to avoid the test if possible, but I really want to encourage people to come in, get your test so that you can have the procedure that you need. We've had patients cancel stress tests and other things, and that really worries me. We don't want to leave their underlying health conditions untreated. We want to make sure we get them back in here, and if necessary, we do a test ahead of time.
Sure. Events, a lot of them, of course, most of them, unless they can make it virtual, have been canceled. Survivors Day Picnic, that's one that you're postponing because of the pandemic. But you want to let folks know that they can still plan to hold the celebration when it's safe and appropriate, right?
Absolutely. So, we really value our patients here at the Cancer Center and our survivors and their families. And, that Survivors Day Picnic means a lot to a lot of people, both staff and members of the community. So just as soon as it's safe to do so, we'll get that rescheduled.
Yeah, and it's Men's Health Month. That's June?
It is. And, men in this country are less healthy than women in general. They die younger and have more medical conditions. And so we really want to encourage people to get together with their primary care provider, get their chronic health issues attended to, get out, enjoy this beautiful weather, exercise, eat well, and do all the other things that they know they should do. But yeah, it's Men's Health Month, and we want to support people through that. There won't be any gatherings to support this year, but we will continue to try and reach out to the community and get people to enjoy the time outside doing healthy things during Men's Health Month.
Right. Well, it is, Father's Day this month, so I can see why they connect that to Men's Health Month overall. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it seems like it's a connection at least.
That's a great point, Tom.
Oh, Dr. Todd Whitman with us from CVPH and Alice Hyde Medical Center. Anything else you want to add, Todd?
No, just, I think the community, again, I've said this every week, but I can't say it enough, has done a great job of social distancing and doing all the important things to flatten our curve. We couldn't have done it more than we have in this community. It's really just a fantastic job. While the weather's getting nicer and people are desiring to get out and get together, just make sure to continue to do all those things to keep yourselves in the community safe.
Awesome. Thanks again, Todd.
Hey, you have a good day.
All right, we are inside the community here on 102.7 and 103.5 WICY Feel Good Tunes of the 80s and more.